The need to eradicate mosquito breeding sites is now more relevant than ever, as a new disease seems to be on the rise. So says Chief Medical Officer Dr. George Mitchell in an interview last Friday with CC6 Newsnight. He says health officials are closely monitoring 3 cases of Guillain-Barré syndrome in Martinique. This new disease, which is spread by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, results in paralysis of young people.
There is another syndrome that we've spoken about called Guillain-Barré syndrome that are affecting young people. And in particular, well, as far as the data is, we have known that they are affecting men as well. So it is important that men take the necessary precautions, that you also get involved in trying to get rid of the breeding sites for mosquitoes. So you have your women and your babies to protect, and you have yourself, because there is a syndrome called Guillain-Barré syndrome which causes paralysis and which also is getting extremely important, and people are paying more and more emphasis on as the disease develops.
Dr. Mitchell says this disease is even worse than the Zika virus.
The same Zika is causing Guillain-Barré syndrome.
And paralysis from
head to toe. It's what we call an ascending paralysis, even probably more dangerous than the malformations that we see. They have 3 cases in Martinique now. We're going to be sending off one of our intensive care personnel there in 2 weeks' time to basically get some hands-on experience about that.
He says treatment of this disease requires time in the intensive care unit.
For those kind of persons with flaccid paralysis, Guillain-Barré syndrome, it is intensive treatment that they have to get at the level of our intensive care unit. So the machines that we have there, we'll have to utilize them, thus, as best as we can, but it is not a very, very, very nice thing to even contemplate. Because if we have 3, 4, 5, or 6 persons, our capacity, our limited capacity sort of like speaks to us not being able to deal with that. Hence the importance of everyone, and I say everyone, responding to this call to ensure that we get rid of all possible breeding sites for the mosquito vector.
Dr. Mitchell says although only males have been affected so far, females can also get the Guillain-Barré syndrome.